Okay, I believe we are live. If anyone can see this, go ahead and throw a comment in. Are we live? Yes. Stingers and Scales says, hey, hey. Go ahead. You can go ahead and read the comments. I'll move over a little bit so we can. So right now we have Lexi.
Lexi doesn't want to miss this, so she's going to connect with her husband later.
Oh, husbands are second priority. This is by far top priority, right? I love your glasses, your yellow glasses. You want these or it doesn't matter. I'm just kidding. So we have Stingers and Scales, Frank the Tank. Who else do we have? Lexi 11, Shago 11, Shago, Iron Dog, Chris. Hey, how's it going? Thanks for joining us.
Kara's here.
Silas, Kara, thanks for joining. We're going to let this go for a little bit more.
Zippy Blood.
I was thinking about doing a Facebook Live as well, but we're going to go with this for now and see how it runs. So this is kicking off day one. Now we've already had our pre-giveaway. We had the $100 gift certificate to Josh's Frogs. That ran from last week Friday until Wednesday, the day before Thanksgiving, and it was awarded Wednesday night. And we already have a winner for that. They claimed their prize, so that's great. Now we start the 12 days of Christmas, the 12 Supreme Days of Christmas. We'll start today. We'll announce how to enter, and then we'll do the drawing Monday night at 6 o'clock. So I have the graphic out, the picture saying 8 o'clock we'll draw, and we'll do it all live, just like we're doing right now, but we'll do it at 6 o'clock rather than 8. My apologies, I'll redo the picture, send it out. It just works a lot better for us to do it at 6 rather than 8. Hard for me to stay up past 8 o'clock anymore. So Dale, thank you for joining us. Thank you for all that you do for this giveaway. It's just great. Karen, same thing to the 12 Supreme Days of Christmas, as well as Dale, who runs the DVD Pet. I think you run it because you make all the really hard decisions and is a huge contributor to the Supreme Gecko channel and everything that we do. If you watched my video last week, I did an unboxing of a new t-shirt. My old shirt had holes in the back and all over from just wear and tear, and that didn't have holes, but it was worn out. It was way past worn out. So Dale from DVD Pet sent over another t-shirt so that I can wear it and put it on some videos to do some promotions for their great company. So speaking
Spartan Reptiles checked in.
Hey, Spartan Reptiles, I'm not going to keep everybody real long here. I don't want this to go super long. This is just an announcement to let everybody know how this is going to run. And I'm going to talk about that in just a minute. I've got my little list of notes.
Hi, Brandon.
Here. Hey, Brandon.
Braden and Crystal.
Crystal, hi. Thanks for joining. I still haven't watched your videos. I'm still so behind. I'll probably watch some tonight. Crystal, if you haven't seen Crystal's Pets and Plants, she has a great YouTube channel. It's just so much fun seeing how natural you are and the different things you're doing with your plants and your pets. Isopods and millipedes. Chris says, what does Chris say? Chris says, hi, Crystal. Let me talk about the 12 Supreme Days of Christmas. So we have, I think I counted yesterday, over 58 gifts. 58 gifts. And you're thinking to yourselves, wait a minute, 12 days of Christmas, that doesn't really equal out. So a lot of these days, we're going to have multiple gifts to give out. In fact, one of the days, I think what we'll do is we'll extend this live giveaway on the day that we do the giveaway, and we'll have maybe 4 or 6 or so gifts, and we'll do a roulette wheel so everybody can, the people that are selected, let's say we do 6 gifts that day, we'll have 6 winners, obviously, and we'll just go down the list and pull a winner, spin the wheel, and pick that gift off of the wheel. And again, these gifts are just unbelievable. If you don't know by now, if you're joining this 12 Supreme Days of Christmas for 2020, we have, I think we're at 5,150 dollars. I think a little bit more than that for the gifts. Our donors, again, DVD Pet, uh, uh, they're so unbelievable here. Karen, so unbelievably generous with everything that we're doing. We couldn't do it without our breeders and our vendors. We can't do it without your support as well. Thank you very, very much. So we're starting it off tonight, day one. We have 3 gifts. We have a gift from Ridiculous Rhacs. Doug Cooley has donated a gift certificate. We have a gift from Andrew Gilpin and Sarah Gilpin from Living Art Creations, Herps, and I'll go back a step. Doug Cooley does lychees, but he does so much more. Doug is probably one of the experts in the U.S. on lychees. He knows his stuff. I've known Doug since he was about 4 years old, maybe I done a long time. And Doug has grown up hobby, and he just does wonderful, wonderful work. He takes his time, he understands his animals, and he puts out some amazing. He keeps and puts out some amazing lychees as well as other Crested geckos and chewies and other animals. It's just been a pleasure watching him grow in the hobby and establishing himself as one of the primary keepers of these animals. Andrew Gilpin, I don't even know where to start with Andrew. Andrew is an amazing person as well as Sarah and knows his stuff. If you remember the Rapashi forums, this is going back about 100 years. If you remember the Rapashi forums before Facebook, before MySpace, I don't know. If you remember the Rapashi forums, Andrew was a main admin of that forum, and that was the place to get information on crested geckos and lychees and chewies and all kinds of New Caledonia geckos. And it was just an unbelievable source of information. But not only that, Andrew is doing crusteds and chewies and art, and he's an amazing, amazing photographer. If I have any questions about New Caledonia, I try to go to Andrew and see what he has to say. Just an amazing person. And finally, we have a package, and Andrew from Art Creations, Herps, is donating $100 gift certificate, as well as Doug Cooley from Ridiculous Rhacs. And then we have a package of I think it's 4 8-ounce Crested Gecko diet from Pangea that they're donating as well. So 3 gifts totaling about $270. And that's the Pangea is shipped as well. So that's really cool.
I said you're breaking up a little bit.
Let's see what I can do here. I hope it's
better
now. Let me know if it's still breaking up or if it's okay. Maybe I'm talking too fast and it just can't keep up with me. I doubt that. Hey, Zippy, Karen. So today's the first day. We'll draw a winner Monday, and Monday we'll announce day 2's entry requirements, and then we'll draw a winner Wednesday, and then Wednesday we'll announce the 3rd day's requirements, and then draw a winner or multiple winners Friday. And then next Friday, a week from now, then we'll start the whole process again for day 4. I hope that makes sense to everybody. Hi, Barb. Thanks for joining. So, Jessica, thank you very much for joining. And keep watching to see if there's any questions. If anybody has any questions about this whole process, please let me know. If anything, if you have any questions, if you're confused about what's going on, if you just don't know what day we're at, what gifts, go to the 12 Supreme Days of Christmas Facebook page, and you'll find everything there. The rules, and please make sure that you read the rules. Everything will be right there. Go ahead, Nancy.
Okay, we have a comment. So the entries are independent from the previous one?
Yes. When we picked the pre-giveaway giveaway winner, that ended that giveaway. So now with day 1, you have to re-enter, and some of these entries, this will be very similar to the pre-entry because I just wanted to test out that process. But day 1 starts over. We wipe the slate clean, like I have a slate in front of me and I'm wiping it. We wipe that slate clean and we start from the beginning, no entries. And then day one, go ahead and enter. Um, and there's certain requirements they've changed from the first giveaway a little bit. So go in there, and each day will be different. I'm telling you, there's going to be some fun activities coming up here. A lot of stuff going on. So don't just assume that you always go to a site and do some likes and shares and things like that. There's going to be some fun activities. But day one starts from scratch, and day two, we'll throw away day one. Um, We'll grant the winners, obviously, of the gifts, and then we'll start a new entry for day two, and so on and so forth, all the way through the 12 days. Make sense?
Mm-hmm. Did you tell them how to enter?
Yeah. So I mentioned before, all the announcements are on the 12 Supreme Days of Christmas. 12, how do you spell that? Supreme, SDOC, 12 SDOC on Facebook. It's a page on Facebook. Go there. All the announcements are on there. The day that we're on, how to enter, a link to enter, or the instructions. We have the rules on that page as well. Everything's going to be on the 12 SDOC on Facebook, on that Facebook page.
Are we going to tell stories again? That was cool learning about others.
I'll mention Juan real quick. Thank you very much, Juan. I greatly appreciate all the support that you've given. I'm glad that makes sense. Stories like ghost stories? What do you
I
mean?
don't
What kind of
know. Karen wants to know, are we going to tell stories again? Like, that was cool learning about others.
What kind of
Not love stories.
what kind of stories, Karen? I would gladly talk stories here. I don't want to keep everybody, too much longer, but I have thousands of stories, some good and some bad. I mean, I have hundreds from just today working down in the Gecko room, so I can tell all kinds of stories. Tell
Tell
us
us
ghost
ghost
stories.
stories.
I'll have to ring the doorbell, and I would need Crystal here for the ghost story so that we can get some real emotion going from our
Drama.
yeah, drama from our granddaughter Crystal.
Oh,
Well,
you mentioned what animals you had and what you wanted. That was the stories she's referring to.
oh, um,
Other people mentioned what animals they had and what they wanted also.
Oh, I know what you
Not
mean.
your
I know exactly
stories.
what you mean, Karen. I understand now. I had mentioned, some of the different things that we'll be doing during the different days. And I think one thing that we've done in the past is ask people to write a little tiny story or a sentence or so of um, who helped you the most in the hobby, who's your biggest influence, and what would you like to keep? What kind of animals would be on your wish list, or this is the animal I'd most like to keep if I had unlimited money. I understand. Yes, that's going to be in there as well. Good call. We absolutely will. It'll be interesting.
Um, all of the lives, are they going to be here or are you going to be doing them on Facebook?
I set up for Facebook today and I just didn't start it up because I got lazy. No, we just ran out of time. I will try to set up Facebook for the next time, but I'd like to keep everything here. This will, our 12 Supreme Days of Christmas page on Facebook will be our main center of communication. Um, but I'll do all the lives at least on YouTube, absolutely on YouTube. And if I can, I'll do some Facebook lives as well. But YouTube is so easy to set up. But if I can get a camera going and maybe I can't do YouTube and Facebook from this StreamYard app just yet. But if I can set up another camera, we'll do that. So I think unless anybody else has any questions, so I mentioned the gifts. We have three gifts: ridiculous Rhacs, Living Art Creation Herps, $100 gift certificates from both of them, and their animals are unbelievable. And we have a package of four. You choose 8-ounce Crested Gecko diets from Matt Park from Pangea, shipped. So wonderful prizes. That's about $270 worth of prizes, a little bit more with shipping, but so those will be given out. Then we'll draw three names, one winner for each, obviously. Monday night, again, real important, 6 o'clock, not 8. I'll change the graphic picture that I put out there. 6 o'clock Monday, we'll do the drawing. and then we'll announce what we need to do for day 2. What else? When, where, why? We all know why we're doing this because it's just so much fun. It's from a selfish standpoint. From me, I just have a blast doing this. This is a lot, folks. It's really a lot of work, but I don't care. And it's uh, fun. It's absolutely fun. I feel so selfish for being able to do this, but it's all about acknowledging the support of our sponsors and like Karen and DVD Pet and Doug and Andrew and Pangea, obviously, and going to their page and saying thank you for donating. Uh, Make sure you visit these pages. Make sure that you talk to these people. Make sure that you tell them how important this is because that's what keeps this 12 Supreme Days of Christmas going. You know, we don't stop on the 12th day and drop it and then pick it back up November 1st of the next year. You know, this is a constant through the year communication and staying in front of people and making sure that we can build this whole giveaway as best as we can.
Okay,
Questions? Spicy beans. How's it going?
Frank wants to know what your favorite snack is.
Oh gosh, that's easy. You probably know what this is.
Go ahead.
Okay, so my favorite snack, and the last few months it hasn't been. I'm trying to stay away from it, but my favorite snack is Chips Ahoy cookies. So I'll tell this story, Karen. I'll tell you this story. I go into the kitchen, I grab 6 cookies, I go grab a glass of milk, I eat the cookies and drink the milk, and all of a sudden I don't have any cookies and I have a half a glass of milk. Well, you know what you have to do then? You have to go and get 6 more cookies because I have milk left. Eat the cookies, drink the milk. I'm out of milk, but I have 3 cookies left. Got to go get some more milk. So I go to the kitchen, get some more milk, and it's now all of a sudden
over.
the whole bag that should last 3 weeks in one sitting in one baseball game, the whole bag of Chips Ahoy cookies is gone, just gone. So Chips Ahoy cookies, chocolate chip cookies are my favorite. Okay,
Okay,
go ahead,
I
Nat.
missed a couple here. I want to
Sure, go ahead. You want to go up?
back up. Yeah.
Okay, we're going to go up, folks.
Yeah,
Bear
it was
with us for
important.
just a second.
This one. Are you guys gonna pick one for each of the gifts for the first winner, and then choose and pick what the 3 do, what they get to want, what they want? Are you gonna pick them and pick the gift, or are you gonna let them pick?
Good
their
question. What we're
choice?
going to do is we're going to pick a gift, such as, let's say, the Pangea, and then we'll pick a winner. Then we'll pick a gift and pick a winner and pick a gift and then pick the third winner. So we'll do it in that order. I think that that makes more sense. And if somebody wants to trade, you know, they certainly can. But we're going to go in that order simply because it'll be a lot easier to track and easier to do for us. So
That was the next question. What if you win something that you can't use, like gecko food, and you don't have a gecko? What happens if you pull that person?
um, number one, and I'll mention one of the rules that we kind of had some struggles with the last giveaway. The first real gift that we did was we had a few people that entered from the UK and Canada, and we had to go and correct that. So this is very limited to the United States. I'll work toward getting gifts next year for the UK, Canada, and so on. That's going to be my goal for next year, and to build the event, of course. But you know, that's going to be for next year. So what I had to do this year was remove those entries, unfortunately, from the giveaway so that we wouldn't pick their name when we did the gift poll, the winner poll. So what I would ask is if you don't really want the gifts, don't participate that day. You can share, you know, please, everybody, please share this on Facebook. Please share it on Instagram. If you see a post, tag somebody and tell them about this. If you don't keep Crested Geckos, but you know a friend does, tag them and let them know, please. That's how we can build this event. I can't, you know, one thing I ask of everybody, if I could, and you know, this is a long process to get these gifts and everything, and talk to the vendors, and I'm building some wonderful, hopefully wonderful videos to watch on this to promote these donors. But the one thing that I ask of everybody participating in the event is please hit that share button and tag people and just get the word out. So if you can't participate. At least you, or if you don't want a gift, don't enter into the giveaway that day. There's going to be tons of gifts. I tell you, it's going to be worth everybody following every single day, even if one day is isopods, and you don't keep isopods. The next day will probably be leopard geckos or a general prize or an enclosure, hint, hint, or several enclosures.
Hint, hint.
And just wait for the next day. Any other questions?
No,
I need
that
to
was the
scroll
big
down a
ones.
little
Yep,
bit.
go
Okay.
down now.
Oops. Frank says, dang, I want some cookie dough now. Yeah, that's another one. Chewy. Dr. Chewy, Reese's, so good. Okay, da, 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 da. Spicy. I would get a
Okay,
gecko if I could, but I'm a college student, so I don't have much space. I know, but crested geckos just take up a little isopods. Isopods.
Scroll up again because there was another.
Okay.
Will you be giving away geckos, crested, or leopards?
We have one kind of animal giveaway, and I watch my words with that because Karen, who's in the chat here, is giving away a crusted gecko. So we'll have some pictures of that crusted gecko, and you can pick and choose, I believe, Karen, from that.
I know there will be one.
I know there will be one. So Karen's going to give away one, but most of the gifts will be something like we see today. A $100 gift certificate to Ridiculous Rhacs, a $100 gift certificate to Living Arts Creations, Herps from Andrew, and most of the gifts will be like that.
Somebody wants to know if you said isopods are on Monday.
Isopods are, I don't know. So Monday's gifts will be the three that I just mentioned: $100 gift certificate, $100 gift certificate, and the food from Pangea. So Monday's announcement of gifts that will be drawn Wednesday, I still haven't done that yet, but we have some unbelievable isopod gifts in this giveaway. Some unbelievable isopod gifts, some unbelievable general gifts, some unbelievable oh my gosh, the leopard gecko gifts we have. Unbelievable crusted geckos gifts, especially tonight with Living Art Creations and Ridiculous Rhacs. I couldn't be happier with the gifts that people are donating.
DEA Exotics joined.
Oh, Andrew, how are you doing? Thank you for joining. We're just
Toilet
about
Pete.
concluding here. I want to ask if anybody else, hey, Toilet Pete, thank you for joining. If anyone else has any questions, again, it's going to start actually right now, 6 o'clock. It started. You can go over to the page. I don't know if I can throw the link in here. If you bear with me for just a second, I might just have the link right here, and I can throw that in the live stream. If everybody wants to wait here, maybe?
Yep.
Did it work? Okay, so that's the link that you can go to enter the event right now. And again, it's going to go until Monday at 6 o'clock p.m. Central Time. And we'll start the live stream at 6. Once it'll finish at 6, we'll start the live stream at 6, and we'll pick the 3 winners.
Somebody's making a reminder. If you win a gift certificate for an animal, you might not get it shipped until early spring because of weather.
Yeah.
Great reminder.
What a wonderful reminder. Thank you very much. Yeah, we've been very, very, very fortunate in that I think we had one time where we had one person waiting, I think it was a couple of months, maybe it was longer than that for an animal. We do have, especially here in Wisconsin, we have little windows of time. We just shipped out, some animals this week, and we will ship out some animals, I hope, next week. But there's little windows of time, so hopefully it isn't too long. But just to set expectations, that's a great point that you might not get your animal. Worst case scenario, sometime in the spring. Best case scenario, hopefully next week or the week after.
Our goal, Zippy, is to get into Canada and Mexico next year with our shipping, with the prizes.
That's a huge goal, and we're going to find a way to make that happen. Now, obviously, we can't have 12 separate gifts for the UK, 12 separate gifts for Canada, 12 separate gifts for Mexico or wherever. But we're going to have dispersed throughout the 12 days, we'll have some gifts for the different countries. That was something that I really, really wanted to do at the beginning, but I just didn't have any time to do that.
If they win once through the 12 days, can they win again or are they out? How does that work?
Thank you very much for asking
That's
that.
my question.
Oh, well, thank you very much for asking that. That's a great question. That sounds like a plant. That sounds like I
No,
asked you
I
to
just wanted to
ask that
ask.
question. No, that's a great question in that, no, absolutely. Like Juan had mentioned earlier, once day one is done, it's done. Day two starts up another giveaway, and it's wide open. Um, if you won in day one, you can win it day two and day three and day four. Well, by day four, if you've won 4 times, you're gone. I'm tossing you, man. Something's up with that. You're fixing the whole event, and no, we'll be judicious with this whole thing. But yeah, you can win multiple times during the event. And again, I mentioned earlier, there's 58, something like that, 58 gifts that we'll be giving out. So the chances of winning um, more than once might be pretty big. Other questions?
Kara just doesn't know which day to enter
All of them. Enter all of the days. If you don't enter a day because you don't keep isopods and we're giving away a gift certificate or some really fancy isopods, hint, hint, then,
You'll get into isopods.
you'll either get into isopods or you'll skip that day and get into the next day, which might be leopard geckos, or the day after, which might be crested geckos, or the next day that might be a diamond brooch or no. We do have some really nice earrings and pendants and things like that. So there's going to be gifts for everybody in this event. There really is, really are, I think. I think as long as there are no more questions, I really appreciate it. And again, let me ask one more time, share this, tag your friends, put it in groups, throw it in a group, share my post, or copy the picture and share it in some groups and get the word out there. That if I could ask for one thing from everybody participating, not that I should because you guys have supported this whole thing so much, but if I could ask one thing, folks, is share this so that we can build it up and move it forward in the future. Any other questions?
Karen just made a comment that if you win something you can't use, pass it forward.
There you go. Absolutely. Find a friend that's not into reptiles and introduce them. Joshua, I guess I need to re-pierce my ears.
Maybe.
Or nose. Maybe we can give a pair of earrings to 2 people.
There you go.
Yeah. So pierce your nose. YouTube giveaway. I'm not going to talk too much about that, but we do have a giveaway at the end of the year that we have most. A person will win if they have the most comments on my YouTube channel videos. I don't know who would be winning that right now. I think his comments are just about every other comment here. Great job. That's a lot of comments, but there's still time to get into that. Leave comments on these videos, and not just the person that has the most comments, but we'll have a lot of gifts, not to the degree of $5,000 like for the 12 Supreme Geek Days of Christmas, but it's going to be a lot of gifts at the end of the year, after Christmas, after the 12 Supreme Days of Christmas ends. And it'll be specific for the YouTube channel. It won't have anything to do with Facebook or Instagram or whatever. But we'll give gifts random. Number one, for the most comments, and number two, we'll have a number of gifts for people that contributed, and we'll draw some random names.
Frank says he has 400 plus. Better get going, guys.
You're bragging there.
Competition.
You're bragging there, Frank. Frank the Tank. Karen, you're right on. Okay, if nobody else has any questions, I again really appreciate you watching. I really appreciate you participating. I really appreciate you sharing. Thank you everyone very much. Good luck on Monday. What time?
6 o'clock.
What time?
6.
6 o'clock. I'll put a new picture out there and I'll post it all over the place. And Monday, I'll put some notifications out as well that we're drawing at 6 o'clock. 3 names, $270 worth of gifts. Ridiculous Rhacs, LivingArtCreations, Herps, and who's the third one? Anyone? Who's the third one? Anyone? Anyone? Bueller?
Oh,
Who's the third one?
Pangea.
Pangea, there you go. I was hoping somebody would comment on that. Okay, thanks everyone.
Good night.
We'll see you Monday.